My 23F partner, 22M, wants me to wear makeup when I never have, casually. Too long did not read. Basically the title, can't make it more concise lol. Gonna make this short and sweet cause I'm upset. I have been dating this wonderful man for 3 years, and 2 weeks ago he suggested I start wearing makeup, cause it would make me look prettier. I haven't worn makeup except for formal events, prom, weddings, etc., because I have a complicated skin type, and of course he knows this. Last week and last night we've fought about this, and I'm questioning my routine and my appearance. I know I'm gonna find some comments saying, just drop him, hes awful, yada yada. But I really want to know how we can get through this cause I don't want to lose this man, and I don't want to poison my skin. How do I approach this? Cause I'm lost sad face. Ask him why he suddenly cares about you wearing makeup when you've been together 2 years and hes known you don't for the full relationship. You are not a doll. He doesn't get to dress you up to make you prettier. His views are being conditioned by society to where now hes expecting you to have a new behavior just for his benefit. I'd suggest you focus on finding out from him where this is coming from and why it's coming up now. Because it's coming from somewhere. If this is literally the first time he's mentioned it in 3 years, then what happened for him to suddenly decide this matters to him? Is there a new woman at work or in his social life that wears makeup that he thinks is pretty? Have there been other changes in your relationship? Is he suddenly caring more about his own appearance and so he thinks you should change yours also? I think your conversation with him needs to be more about why now and less about the actual issue of the makeup. You tell him you're happy with your current appearance and skin routine and don't want to wear makeup. If he's really such a great guy, he'll accept that and it will be the end of the conversation. No decent partner would come anywhere close to breaking up with you over this. If you really want to bend over backwards to meet him partway, you could offer something else, like asking if there's something he'd like to see you wear or do with your hair for a fun change of pace. He's a great guy, but his friends are shitty and he agrees with them. He's a great guy, but he's trying to make you do something that will poison your skin. He's a great guy, but he's fighting with you on the shallowest topic that can exist in a couple. I would have a really hard time getting past this. He's treating something that takes loads of work, time, money, and potentially damages your skin, and treating it like it's a helpful little habit you can just pick up, like taking out the trash on your way out the door. Just, the audacity. I would also be very very wary of committing my life to someone who is this shallow. How is he going to feel when you get a little less prettier, with age, disease, etc.? You've been together 3 years, and this is how much he values you. If you're fighting about this, I'm assuming that means you've pushed back and he's, what, not accepted that. How is that at all okay? Nobody on here can tell you if you're going to get through this or not. You will have to try to work it out. But that said, he has no right to tell you to wear makeup, and to escalate it to a fight is pretty egregious. He can state his opinion, sure, but after that he needs to drop it. If he won't drop it and respect your choices about what to do with your body, then he isn't the right partner for you. And in your shoes I'd be pretty upset at his subtext that I'm not pretty enough unless I paint my face. Him first. Sure, he'd be out some money and time, but he'd be prettier upside down face. Bonus points if his mascara runs when you tell him you're leaving. Don't date people who implies you're ugly. Don't date people who thinks they have any kind of right to tell you what to do or wear. Don't date people who can't take a no. How a person handles a no says a lot about their character. Ask him when he's going to start wearing makeup. He's been fighting with you on this. He respects you so little, he's fighting with you over you not wearing makeup. That's fucked up, girl. You shouldn't tolerate it. You don't owe him to wear makeup. Just tell him you won't discuss this subject anymore. Every time he brings it up, ignore it, change the subject, leave the room, stonewall him. There's no better productive way to solve this because it has nothing to do with him not understanding your reasons. He knows and understands them, but he doesn't care because to him it's way more important that you look a certain way. Which is a whole issue in itself, one that you should keep an eye on. He probably doesn't understand what he's asking in terms of commitment, time and money. The best teacher is experience. Tell him you will follow his request on one condition. He has to go first. He has to go out, color match his foundation, purchase all the makeup he will need to do his going out, look, learn how to apply it, set it, etc., etc., etc. Going out and he wants you to put on makeup. He has to as well. Of course, he can wash it off before he heads out, which is a hassle in itself, but the effort must be made, and it can't be sloppy. He needs to look prettier for you. Remember that. If he doesn't want to go through the effort, then he has no right to tell you what to put on your face. You could ask him why you looking prettier is more important than you having to deal with the skin complications that would arise from wearing makeup frequently. You're not a dress-up doll. I don't like wearing makeup is reason enough in my book to not wear it. That you have another reason on top of that he's disregarding that sounds pretty fucking shallow. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Make sure he knows that. Remind him that he got with you knowing this already, and it's ridiculous to expect you to suddenly want to change it. He is telling you that you are not pretty enough without makeup. This is serious. When someone feels entitled to dictate your appearance, this is a red flag op. You don't want to hear it, but he wants you change your look despite your skin issue. Basically he puts his needs over your well-being. So of course you're going to have comments saying ditch him. And you should listen to these. Try to figure out why he wants this now. Is it a turn on for him sexually? Does he want the smeared lipstick, runny mascara look from porn, or just a dressed up, high heels, dress, makeup, look in bed sometimes? Is it related to your skin condition? That he thinks you could just magically cover it up? Is it about some event you two are going to, where he wants to fit in, impress others? Is it someone he's met, who wears makeup? Ask him what it's really about. And don't wear makeup if it messes with your skin. Just explain why you can't. I know you don't want to leave him, but how are you going to get over the fact that he wants you to look prettier? He's shallow, he hurt you, and he wants to change you. You can't smooth over that with a band-aid. You get to decide what you do with your body. Your boyfriend can make suggestions, but it's ultimately up to you on what you want to do. If wearing makeup is going to cause skin problems, then it shouldn't even be up for discussion. He should care more about your health than you looking prettier. Sit him down and tell him in great detail what the makeup will do to you, and then ask if he thinks you breaking out into rashes and blisters will make you prettier. If he still thinks he has the right to dictate what you do to your skin, then you need to reconsider if he's the right guy for you. This is kinda childish, but I would just pretend to be wearing more makeup and ask if he can notice. Many people have suggested very mature, rational approaches. I am feeling petty, so I'm going to suggest you take him up on it, and greet him with the brightest, most full-on makeup imaginable. You don't need to put anything on your face, let your skin breathe, but you could do bright red lips and 80s-style electric blue eyeshadow. Look up Makeup Men Hate and go wild. Make him beg you to stop. Again, I'm not saying this is the right approach, or even a good one. I'm just saying, you could. Do you really not want to lose a man who wants you poison your skin and would put his superficial preferences over your health and bodily comfort? Hi. I'm a professional makeup artist. Makeup is for absolutely no one else but yourself. And only you get to decide when and how you want to wear it. Tinted moisturizer empowers some women. Glitter empowers me. No one else gets to make that choice for you. Marry the man who looks at you the same if you're wearing no makeup and a messy bun, as when you're all done up full beat. I did. 10 out of 10 recommend okay sign. Yeah, I'm that person who says dump him, as you were expecting. That's gross. Would you feel entitled to tell him how he should wear makeup and you want him to look prettier? It's not different when a guy asks. Okay, so I'm not going to give you the advice you need because you specifically stated that you don't really want that. What you want is to not lose this man, and also not poison your skin. There are tons of natural makeups and also skincare enhanced makeups out there. Bare Minerals is a light option. IT Cosmetics is skincare enhanced. Sorry, but you're probably gonna have to wear makeup. If you align yourself with people like this, this is what you get. Ask him to buy you makeup, compensate you for your time when you do makeup, and for the products and time you'll need to deal with the fallout from your skin when you do makeup. Or, ask him to start dressing differently or do something similarly uncomfortable and inauthentic. Try red lipstick only. Quite often it's the only thing from all the elaborate makeup that men actually do see. Tell him if he wants you to start wearing makeup, he gets to foot the bill for makeup and skincare to prevent damage. $60 for foundation meant for sensitive skin, $40 for mascara that isn't going to bleed and clog pores, $100 for eyeshadow palette meant for sensitive skin, $25 each lipstick for moisturizing and quality color, $40 for a clean eyeliner, $600 for top-of-the-line skincare to negate the damages, $50 for non-harsh makeup remover. Just start making a list of the best sensitive skin items you might possibly need and hang out to him. He wants you to wear it, he gets to pay for it all. 99% of men would back down once they realize how expensive that shit is. You said you didn't want comments telling you your boyfriend's awful, so I won't say that. Instead, I'll ask you this. If your best friend told you that her boyfriend said this to her, what would you tell her? He flat out told you he's not happy with how you look without makeup, and that you're uglier without it. If my friend told me that I'd tell her to leave him, what would you say? Don't ask me how, but somehow I read underwear instead of makeup and I was very confused. If my fiancé told me to wear makeup every day because I'd be prettier, I'd simply say no lol. I consider myself pretty, but in terms of what I offer to a partnership, it's just a perk. You can find someone who thinks you're perfectly pretty just like you were in an hour, so he should be careful he doesn't lose you over this. He's being dumb and bad, and if he grows up right, he'll be embarrassed about this before he's 30. Girl, your post and your comments make me so sad. Everyone is telling you to leave him, because you are in a relationship with somebody who has terrible friends who blatantly call you ugly, and now he has started doing the same thing. Your friends reflect a lot about your character, and his is showing. You deserve better. Why wouldn't you want the opportunity to be with somebody who makes you feel like the most beautiful woman on earth? Rather than an insecure man who is breaking down your self-confidence and convincing you that this is normal in a relationship. I've known my partner for almost 5 years now. She hasn't worn makeup since junior prom back in 2019. I didn't bother showing up, we didn't get together till after graduation, but that's besides the point. Anyways, I'm so used to seeing her natural beauty at this point I'd have to do a double take if I saw her with a full face of makeup. Her choice in the matter makes no difference to me, as it shouldn't. Next time he brings it up, just say, I just don't like wearing makeup. Urge him to join you in exploring makeup together. Then he would more deeply understand what he is asking. And wouldn't he look a little better himself? Lots of men doing it these days. I'm with you. I rarely use makeup because I just think it's unnatural and I have no shame in my natural skin. I do moisturize often though. Anyway, if he brings it up, say the same thing back. Why don't you wear makeup? It's not fair that women are pressures into it while men feel they don't need to do anything special. Or ask him, how would you feel if I told you to wear makeup because I don't find your face attractive enough? Lol, no, that's ridiculous. And no further comment. If he continues to push it, I've already said what I had to say about this. Repeat is needed. There is a lot of ground between not wearing any makeup and poisoning your skin. If you would honestly be interested in makeup if you had safe products, go see a dermatologist for recommendations. That being said, you do need to look at why your boyfriend is telling you to do this. It is basically a statement that he isn't as attracted to you as he could be, that he is embarrassed by you, or that his ego needs you to be something you aren't. Dig deep and try to find out what the issue really is. In my admittedly anecdotal experience, most men prefer women with minimal makeup on. Just cake it on, make it look hideous, or put on a clown face. He just said wear makeup. I rarely wear makeup and I'm the one who initiates it. My husband has only said anything if the event is more formal than I thought, but never pressured. If I say I want to under those circumstances, then he helps me pick a look. If your boyfriend is suddenly bringing this up, a big conversation is in order, as many here have stated. I want to add that if you don't like his motivations and don't think it can be worked through, or if it seems like he's always felt like this and has been trying to convince you about it recently, that's a location flag and drop him like a hot potato. Edits due to AutoCucumber. If you lose him because you don't want to wear makeup, he's not that wonderful. Not going to tell you to break up since you don't want to hear that, but I am going to tell you that you are sitting here feeling insecure about your relationship because you are fighting about your appearance. What would you tell your best friend if she told you this? That he wants you to mess your skin up because of his preference, and instead of accepting your discomfort, he's making you feel this way. You're not pretty enough for him unless you are doing something you consider poisoning. Just consider that. That's not healthy. Maybe he wants to surprise propose to you soon, and this is a lint to start dressing up a bit for the photos that will come. Boys are kinda stupid sometimes. I could see this being a communication issue. Just say no and don't feel bad about it. Ask him to start wearing makeup. I'm curious to hear more about the arguments you two have been having over this. Are they like you say no, I don't want to wear makeup, and he keeps arguing? Or is it that he's just being defensive for asking originally? Basically, I want to know if he's still pushing after you said no. The latter is concerning, but the former is extremely concerning. Maybe he wants to surprise propose to you soon, and this is a lint to start dressing up a bit for the photos that will come. Boys are kinda stupid sometimes. I could see this being a communication issue. Maybe he wants to surprise propose to you soon and this is a lint to start dressing up a bit for the photos that will come. Boys are kinda stupid sometimes. I could see this being a communication issue. Maybe he wants to surprise propose to you soon and this is a lint to start dressing up a bit for the photos that will come. Boys are kinda stupid sometimes. I could see this being a communication issue. Tell him you want him to start wearing makeup as well. I mean, the easiest way to approach it is to stick to your routine. Tell him again that you don't like wearing makeup. Ask him why he is suggesting it now when he's known for 3 years that this is how you feel. I've heard of people wanting their GFS to dress more modestly and I can understand that. But put more makeup on. WTF. You don't like my face as is? Are you going to break up with me if I don't wear makeup? If the answer is yes, then you know what you need to do. TLDR. There's Mr. or Mrs. Perfect for anyone, but anyone we end up with should love us for the way we are, with physical appearance acceptance being the very bare minimum.